Today we're going to start making our way toward Meravas to meet Morrigan, but first we'll swing by the Grand Necropolis to take care of some business, so of course we're bringing Emmerich and also Lucanus since Mira needs to gain back some trust with him.
Let's ask Myrna and Volgoth about these hauntings.
I'd also appreciate it if we could see to those displaced wisps. Now, despite what you may have heard, spirits who dwell here do so willingly. Most of our working dead are animated by unthinking wisps, which are little more than impulses from the Fade. But later, I could introduce you to some truly intelligent undead.
I think I've met enough spirits, thanks.
Smells like incense. Old meat and starched linens.
Maybe Lucanus wasn't the best choice. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Spite will be into it though, so we'll see how it goes.
Thank you for coming, Rook. We're in need of your assistance.
Your letter spoke of hauntings?
Malign spirits freed by the gods.
They have concretized into a variety of forms. Left unchecked, these spirits will cause great harm.
They must be put to rest.
This haunting was once a spirit of curiosity.
It has turned to a darker purpose.
We must keep track of our skeletal assistants.
Are any lost?
Intermittently. One revels in hiding in the sand. Rook, Professor, a new group of Venatori trespass in the shrouded halls.
The gall of them!
They come in search of plunder.
We'll put a stop to that.
2 quests in one go. Efficiency.
You really do keep all your corpses. That's trouble waiting to happen.
Kabbalah is dedicated to preserving the deceased. I suppose the displays of the Grand Necropolis seem a bit exotic to you all.
Exotic is not how I would describe your dead body work.
Collection.
Well struck!
I don't understand why the Wizard God sent us to this pit.
There's power for the taking, according to that necromancer he spoke with.
I don't trust it. Did you just hear something?
You sure did.
They're close.
We will triumph!
Venatori sure made themselves cozy here.
The cultists will be staying longer than they imagined.
So, Emmerich, you're a Mortalitasi.
Mortalitasi is a general term. I belong to the Morn Watch.
But you are a necromancer.
Yes, certainly.
Be ready.
There's a haunting.
Take them down! That was like Manfred, only worse.
Manfred would never be so vicious. Though, when pressed the wrong way, errant spirits of curiosity sometimes turn to malice.
Good to know. Now, let's go get some more Venatori.
Right. What we're after will be sealed away.
We can't search the whole place. Have you seen how far down it goes?
Trouble ahead.
More Venatori, and they're summoning a demon this time.
Oh, that's Lucatus.
Looks like the Venatori planned on taking a few things with them.
The villains.
Myrna and Vorgoth will be happy. I think that's the last of the trespassing Venatori.
It's a travesty so many of them gathered here undetected. We really must raise some new corpse guards.
Maybe you don't say that in front of Lucatus. It seems to weird him out. Dense Tome. Duties of the Prelate of the Grand Necropolis. The previous prelate, Vestulus Pentagast, passed away in 949 Dragon. The ceremony was attended by his niece, a woman of some renown. Oh, Cass. Some renown? Psh, she's got more renown than that. And Templars in Navarra. To Vinter commentary about Templars in other nations, there's a note from Emmerich at the bottom. Navarra is not unlike the Imperium when it comes to Templars. Navarran Templars still put down anyone foolish enough to be possessed by a demon. This is sensible. It is the best use of an attack dog if you are obliged to set one at the gates. Their political power, however, is thin. They're not beholden to the necromancers, but the necromancers don't always yield. It is how they banned the Templars from their crypts. And then from Emmerich, how cynical, these unvarnished opinions of our kingdom. Navarra's Templars are hardly banned from the Grand Necropolis. There's simply a tacit agreement that any trouble arising there is best left to necromancers with a certain amount of experience. Now, one more stop here.
That last wisp's unlocked this door. Let's take a look.
End this! Behind you!
Thanks, Lucanis.
Don't mention. Everyone all right? How did these dead Venatori get through a locked door?
An excellent question.
The Shadow's Chance. Venatori love a spellbook, so we let them find one. It is full of what we believe is right and good. It has converted no one, but we have hope. Gilded Cage. The cage is empty, yet on certain nights, birdsong pours out through the bars.
sealed tight.
Stand back. Are you Venatori? Are the sniffing rats? What form have you all? This vault's riches are mine. I tore them from the dead, and with me, they will remain.
It's a demon.
And a powerful one, to have been kept behind
standing.
such ancient locks instead of simply banished.
Let's search around. Maybe the Venatori knew something.
Words scrawled faintly in blood. They thought to flatter me with lies, so I sealed the door behind them. What we know, place sealed long ago, forgotten, forbidden, can sense magical loci projecting from here into upper world. How? Demons will manifest on those points, tied to seals. One demon loci is in the Anderfels, one in Tevinter, one in Arlethan. Kill the demons at the loci and the door to inner chamber will unseal. Until entity inside the inner chamber is dead, lesser demons will keep returning. What we don't know, how to leave this bloody place.
This note says the door's seals are tied to demons out in the world. Killing them unseals the door, but they'll keep returning until we destroy whatever's behind the door itself.
Then we have our targets.
The Order would be grateful. I've never even heard of this spirit.
Let's keep an eye out.
Demons out in the world. I'm sure we'll stumble upon them at some point. Oh, one's in Docktown. Let's check back in at the lighthouse. Meravas bought a present for Emmerich, because of course she did, so we're gonna give that to him.
Lucanus, if you lose control of Spite, I'll have to put you both down. No hard feelings.
Good. But you should know, all the people who ever tried to kill me are dead.
Tosh will have my back. You can't handle both of us.
I once killed half a dozen Venatori while stuck inside an elevator. I'll take my chances.
I wouldn't be so sure. Emmy, got something for ya.
How thoughtful, Rook.
How do you know literally everyone? I don't know literally everyone. Almost. Every time we meet someone, you already know them. Morgan, the Crows, the Wardens, and the Chantry lady with the big hat. Not to mention the Dreadwolf himself. How is that everyone? You didn't even list 10 people. It feels like a lot of people.
Back in Meravas with Harding this time, instead of Lucanus. Still Emmerich, though.
A scholar from the university came by with a message. We left it on your desk. He said you helped his family escape slavery.
He doesn't have to help the Shadow Dragons, but he wants to. Many of our contacts are the same. We couldn't do what we do without them.
Rook.
Professor Volkarin, welcome back.
Dorian, wonderful to see you again.
Still calls him Professor.
As I was saying, Emmerich, why are the Fade plants acting like real plants?
I'm afraid you've lost me.
They were wilting. I had to give them water.
Ah, they may have sensed your expectations and adjusted their behavior accordingly.
They... what? I'm gonna need a moment. So, Emmerich, you're saying that my Fade plants aren't actual plants?
Well, no.
So, what are they?
More the idea of plants. And if my suspicions are correct, they're undergoing a very interesting fluctuation. Completely harmless, certainly.
That woman. What's happened? What's going on?
My husband, Atticus, he was going to the snake nest, said he needed to help a friend, and he never came home. But when I ask inside, they say he never arrived. They're lying. I know it, but...
What's your name?
Sabina.
If we learn anything, we'll let you know. So the snake nest...
Nev took me there once. It was a busy place then. Not sure about lately.
It's worth checking out.
Looks like we gotta take a detour.
This is it. The snake nest. Let's look around, see what we find. I don't think we'll get any answers from him. We're looking for someone named Atticus.
Haven't seen anyone.
He was meeting someone here. He disappeared.
Yeah? People do that all over.
Well, I'm still looking into it.
Wasting your time's your business.
Well, you're clearly lying. Record book of Linus Prosper. The final name on the list is circled. Oh, look, Atticus. Never regular, reliable otherwise.
This Linus. He must own the snake nest. And he knows Atticus.
Someone burned these documents. They're unreadable now.
We should look outside. Search the area.
I got some real plants for the conservatory. Should I go slow introducing them to the fade plants? Keep them on opposite sides of the room for a bit?
But why?
That's how you do it with cats.
I can't help but feel I should better explain the situation.
What happened here?
Let's continue our discussion.
Let's see if the plants like each other first.
But they're not... You're incorrigible.
Blood. There's a trail.
Faded child's drawing. Scribbly drawing of a man, a boy, and a rabbit outside a building that looks like the Snake Nest Bar. A rainbow is overhead.
A blood-stained shirt.
Someone wanted to hide it, and fast.
Oh, well, they did a terrible job.
Take a look at that.
Task list. Write up new healer request. Get prominent spot on board in the central market. Payment to Krill. Inform staff of time away. Fix cloth rabbit for Reggie. Linus's journal. Nothing helps. No one helps. Reggie, my beautiful boy, he laughed at one of my stupid jokes and it hurt him. He can barely breathe and it's not getting any better. I would do anything for him. I just need help. I'll do anything. I said I'd do anything, but I'm running out. Atticus was by last week. If he knew I needed help, he would show up, but I can't ask that of him. I can't... But Reggie, I asked for all of this.
A sick kid. His father thought Atticus could help, but... something feels off. All right. That Snake Nest bartender must know something. We need to talk to her. Again.
Oops.
A man named Atticus came to the Snake Nest. We know he was headed here. That your boss, Linus, knows him. We've been to Linus's home.
All right, it's the boss. He's been acting weird since the kid got sick. Urgent meetings, always checking the storage. But you're friends with Nev Gallus, aren't you? Maybe you can do something. I can let you into the storage. It's across the road.
Would have been nice if you'd just said this the first time. Oh no. Stash of victims' belongings, an engraved locket found with various discarded trinkets, Atticus and Sabina.
How many did he kill? All for a demon. This was Atticus. His locket. We can return it to Sabina.
Emmerich, my plants look the same, but feel more solid today?
Aha! I'd read theories, but actual proof?
Emmerich.
The ancient elves could permanently alter the Fade. I believe your salts revived some of their magic.
So, I believed in plants, and the lighthouse gave me plants?
And through your care, you've tipped them from a dream to self-sustaining reality.
Aw, they like me.
More or less, yes.
The catacombs are endless, aren't they?
How'd that statue get there? They've been used to store food during blights and wars. Kept the city alive more than once. But there was always so much more. Secrets as old as the city itself. Their purpose, what people know, it's always changing. Sabina.
You're back. But Atticus...
The man who took Atticus's life. He thought it would save his child. But it wasn't right.
Atticus.
If there's anything you need, I have friends here in Meravas who can help.
I don't know. I need time and to put his name on the wall of light. Thank you. At least for letting me know.
Dogtown's desperate are being targeted, then falling victim to demons. The Snake Nest owner, the people Compassion found. What if it's all the work of the same demon? If we keep up the work in Dogtown, maybe we'll find more.
Well, I don't think we'll have time to meet Morrigan now. Go figure. But let's end on a happier note. Let's do something fun.
I understand that your mother is quite the scholar, Tash.
Yep.
It must have been wonderful growing up learning from her.
Yeah, it was great.
This is gonna be an interesting party at the Hall of Valor. I'm gonna do a little sparring. Reflections on an alluvion. Tucked under a stone, these notes are a mixture of Qunari and the common tongue. The breath of purpose is extinguished. The others have returned to their roles, or they have vanished into the roads beyond. Should I return? My role awaits me, yet I am here, and the worlds I have dreamed of are close. The Qun teaches that every step on the path represents the choice to continue or perish, for only the dead remain still. In choosing, we go toward wisdom or away, toward the true self or away. I stand before the mirrors and see a single being struggling with the choice, but solitude is illusion, struggle is illusion. In a reflection, the path forward looks like the path behind. One finds truth by passing through. Code of the Hall. Matches are only against spirits or people fighting of their own free will. No innocent animals, no prisoners. Good. Every fight is a lesson. Fight well and be better for it. No death matches. Everyone gets the chance to lose and learn. Never bet against Isabella. Keep the fight in the pit. Special rules for trick fights are binding. If you lose a fight, wipe off the dirt and try again. Again, never bet against Isabella. Not really what I expected. Maybe the big animal skull up there.
Need an edge in the Hall of Valor? Come take a look.
Fun armor.
Glory!
So, you're a mage, right?
I am a seer, yes.
Does that mean you're not a mage?
It means that my magic is primarily focused on communing with spirits, or acting as a conduit for them to speak through.
Wait, you let yourself get possessed? On purpose?
Ah, I forgot you were from Veilguard.
Welcome to the Hall of Valor. I knew you'd find your way here sooner or later. Your kind always do.
Your kind? What does that mean? Isabella and the Lords. Tosh, the Lords of Fortune aren't much for formal history. Many of our adventures might land us in trouble if we actually wrote down what we did. But I've been with the Lords since before we were the Lords. Back then, it was just a bunch of sea raiders, and like all raiders, we wanted gold, we wanted glory, and we were ready to backstab each other to get it all of it. But then some of us learned that gold and glory is not worth much unless you've got friends to revel in it with you. And that's how the Lords, as you know it, started. We share news about what's out there. We chase it together, everyone gets a cut, and then everyone gets drunk. We don't care who you used to be as long as you pull your weight. And I suppose that's a big part of why your mother showed up here, with the baby in her arms looking for work. Isabella, and then some notes. Someone made a drunk joke and the name stuck. You know, it's a bit like being a Grey Warden, except fun and with a beach.
Looking to fight?
Let's do it.
Get going! Don't keep your fans waiting. The spirits of the Hall of Valor are honored to welcome Emric Volcarnage Volcarin of the Lordwatch! Our next challenger comes from the Veiled Jumpers of Arlethin. She's deadly and Danish, so everyone give a holler for Venara! Asamra. That's Kunlat for congratulations, right?
You might want to try Ananra. You just said we are doing you.
I was saying it wrong all this time. Actually, that explains a lot. Anyway, Ananra out there.
All right, let's keep this thing going.
In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In the Hall of Valor, give it up for a loud, great warrior and monster slayer.
All right now.
I see you picked up some nice tricks in the Shadow Dragons.
Well, when the Venatori have a floating palace that shoots firebolts, you have to get really good at not dying.
The Hall of Valor is pleased to welcome legendary spirit of determination, Spike! And spirit of Lucanus Delaborte. Is that a chill in the air? Please give an ice-cold welcome to the darling of Docktown, the winter from Tevinter, Nev Gallus! We got the idea for this next match from a traveller named Armax. Said he used it to challenge shepherds. Spectacular! We felt the blood spray from way over here.
I think Lace deserved a better introduction, but other than that, that was fun. Oh, and definitely worth it for the ring. Oh man. Nice job, y'all. And of course, Mira scooped up a gift for Tosh before we left. Plus some congratulations. Nice to see you proving your worth in the fighting pit. The lords are impressed and the Valor Spirits are happy. Everything's better when the Valor Spirits are happy. And thanks for taking care of Tosh. It wasn't my idea to move her, but I'm glad she's away from those Antam. Her mother's really afraid of them becoming interested in her because of the fire. But even without that, it's good to get Tosh out into the world. She gets to see more of it, and you get the services of the best damn dragon hunter I've ever known. Keep up the good fight. See you when we see you, Isabella.
You got me.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. She was just excited.
Huh. Nice.
Let's go check in with Varric since he's right next door.
You know, Rook, every time I think I've got a handle on how weird magic is, it just gets weirder.
You're talking to a mage. Trust me, she knows.
I got this right? Manfred's a wisp?
A wisp of curiosity, to be precise.
And this wisp was so curious about our world, it just couldn't wait to come here, animate a body, and serve you tea?
Manfred enjoys boiling the water. He's mesmerized by the steam.
And last but not least...
Look at all those green leaves. You've really brought this place to life.
Amazing what a little weeding and water can do. They're growing so fast, too. Even the ones I haven't tended. Maybe they just needed someone to... remind them?
Okay, I promise the next time we'll actually make it to Morrigan.